Good morning, grade 4. Welcome back to a new year and good luck. In this year, I promise you'll love our content so much. First lesson is called adaptation. When I entered this class, I turned on the fan and also I turned on the air condition. Why? Because I feel hot. I want to adapt with the hot weather of the class. These behaviors which I did are called adaptation. Are called what? Adaptations. So also some animals can make adaptation to adapt with their habitats. For example, start the camel lizard. It lives in desert. It's extreme hot. How does it adapt with extreme hot weather in desert? It has sandy scales as the color of rocks to stay hidden among these rocks. What else? In the hot sunny days, it searches for shaded area to keep its body cool. It looks for shaded area or a small cave to keep its body cool. What does it called? Adaptation. Also, when we use an umbrella in the hot sunny days, it's called also adaptation. What about the palm tree? Palm tree lives in desert. Its habitat is desert. How does it adapt with the extreme hot weather in desert? Their leaves are covered with waxy layer. What is the waxy layer? It's a layer that don't allow the penetration of sun rays to its leaves. So it protects itself from the extreme hot weather in the desert, right? Okay. As well, humans can make behavioral adaptations, and also they have inside their bodies something is called structural adaptation. The difference between structural and behavioral adaptation, we'll take it in the next lesson. Okay? So, what is adaptations? Adaptation, they are the characteristics that help living organisms to survive and reproduce in the ecosystem. Some behaviors or some features that living organisms do to adapt with their environments. What is the meaning of ecosystem? Ecosystem means the place or the habitat where the living organisms live. Not only living organisms. When I am a living organism, when I breathe air, so I interact with the air. There is some interaction between me and the air. So this place or this class is called ecosystem. So what is ecosystem? It is an area in which living and non-living things interact with each others. Okay? Okay. What about penguins? Penguins live in a cold environment, extreme cold weather, which habitat exactly in Antarctica. In what? In Antarctica. Its body is covered with feathers and fatty layer, except its feet. Its feet don't have feathers or any fatty layer. So how do penguins adapt with the extreme coldness in the Antarctica? How? They don't wear any slippers or shoes. They don't have feathers or any fatty layer. So what's happening inside the penguin's feet? Penguins' feet have two types of blood vessels. One of them feel warm. Why? Because the blood moves from up to down. Up, there is what? There is feathers and fatty layer. So blood moves from up to down, feels what? Warm. Feels what? Warm. What about the cold one? Penguins' feet feel cold because they walk on the snow, on the extreme cold weather. So the blood moves from down to up, feels what? Feels cold. So what is happening here? The warm blood vessels wave around the cold blood vessels to heat up the cold blood vessels. So the blood that produced from this property and moves upward feels warm. Feels what? Warm. So penguins feel warm in Antarctica, in extreme coldness. Why? Because the warm blood vessels wave around the cold blood vessels and heat up them. Heat up them. Okay. Let's answer some questions to make sure that we understand, okay? The blood vessels coming downwards to the penguin's feet, carry warm blood? Yes, the blood that moves from up to down. Look at this arrow. The blood moves here from up to down. So what does it feel? Warm. It feels warm. While the blood which moves from up to down feels what? Feels cold. The question here says what? The question here says the blood vessels coming downwards. What is the meaning of downwards? From up to down. By this way, okay? Do the penguins' feet carry warm blood? Of course, yes. Penguins can adapt to live in extreme cold environment by having feathers and fat in their feet. We said penguins' feet don't have feathers or any fatty layer, right? So it will be false because they don't have feathers or any fatty layer in their feet. Okay. Look at the polar bear. Do you love polar bears? I love polar bears. Polar bear lives in Arctic regions. In polar regions. So God created for him a white coat, thick white coat. Why does it thick and why does it white? Look at here. When we feel cold in winter, we have to wear a heavy jacket, right? Fur jacket or very heavy jacket. Why? To keep our bodies warm. Also, God created for polar bear a very heavy jacket to keep its body warm in polar regions. So, give reason why, or a white thick fur of polar bear, you have to say what does it white and why does it thick. Why does it white? Because it wants to take the color of the snow. It wants to take the color of this area to make something is called camouflage, and we'll know now what is the meaning of camouflage in details. Okay, so it wants to stay hidden in the snow. So God created for him a white coat as the white place that it lives in. Okay, why does it thick? To keep its body warm. What about the brown and black bears? Can brown and black bears live in polar regions? They will be clear. They will be easy to be seen. While here polar bear is hard to be seen. So when brown bear and black bear live in polar regions, the prey can see them clearly, so they can go away and escape from them. They will not eat any time because they are clear to be seen. So brown bear and black bear have these colors to stay hide or stay hidden among these trees, so they live in forests. Can polar bear live in a forest? Of course no, because it's not suitable for him. It will be clear in this environment, so the prey will go away and escape from it. So what is the adaptation of black bear and brown bear? They have dark fur to stay hidden among the trunks of trees to hunt easily their prey. Okay. What about kraken and fennec fox? They live in desert. Also take the color of desert to make something is called camouflage, to stay hidden among the sand and sandy colored rocks in desert. Okay. Also its fur, we'll know in details in the next sessions. Also its fur can reflect the sun rays that falls on its body, can reflect it again, so it can't penetrate to its body. So why does fennec fox can adapt in desert? It has sandy colored fur or tan colored fur to help them to blend with desert. What about this lizard? Some lizards in desert, our bodies have colorful scales. Why? Because they stand on colorful rocks, so they can stay hidden on these rocks. It's hard to be seen easily. What is camouflage? We said many examples about camouflage. We said polar bear that lives in polar regions. We said also black and brown bear that live in forests. We said the colorful lizard which lives on the colorful rocks. All of these can make something is called camouflage. So what is camouflage? It's a type of adaptation that some animals use to hide from their predators and also from their prey. Why from their prey? To make a surprise for them and attack for them quickly. Okay, so we have to differentiate between predators and prey. What is the difference between predator and prey? Look at this picture as Tom and Jerry. Do you love Tom and Jerry? Tom is a predator while Jerry is a prey, right? Because Tom always wants to eat Jerry. So Tom is a predator and Jerry is a prey. Here, where is the predator and where is the prey? The polar bear is a predator, while the kind prey, it's food. So predator is an animal that hunts. That what? Hunts with S. Hunts and eats another animal. While the prey is what? That is hunted and eaten by another animal. It is the food. We can say the prey is food of predator. Okay? Okay. Check your understanding. Polar bear has a dark fur to blend in with the snow. How polar bear has a dark fur? Of course not. It has what? White fur. It has what? White fur, not dark fur. It has white fur, not dark fur, to stay hidden in the snow. Brown bear lives in Arctic regions while polar bear lives in forests. Does it true? Of course not. Brown bear lives in forest while polar bear lives in polar regions, so it will be false also. Complete. Fennec fox has what colored fur to help it blend with desert landscape? Fennec fox has sandy colored fur. True. The type of adaptation that some animals use to hide from their predators or their prey. When you listen this word, hide, hide, hide. So I mean what? I mean camouflage. Excellent. I mean camouflage.